the problem is this year. I mean, there's no doubt that I have an interest in acquiring 100% of Chrysler at what point in time and under what mechanisms I'm willing to do this. It's subject to negotiations and market conditions. We know fully well what the upside is for Viva. There's a limit to what they can get. I think the current market value of that position is well below what that cap is, and so let's get there when we get there.
This option about just the 3.3% for this year, would it be something that you are willing to do, if possible?
In principle, yes. In principle, yes.
And again,
and certainly we have the liquidity to exercise the call. We have enough money on the balance sheet to go. I mean, we've been accumulating cash on purpose, not to be subject to the whims of the capital markets. And it's costing us a lot. I mean, I made the comment during the conference call for the 2011 results that we're paying almost $700 million a year to keep that liquidity around. The thing you need to realize is the car business, and it's, at least from where I see it today, is in a process of flux. So you need to be very, very careful that you don't limit your options. We have seen some very nasty things that happen to competitors who have not adequately protected their capital structure. We've seen capital increases going on. We've seen disposal of assets. These are things that I don't want Fiat to do under pressure. And so we will pay the insurance cost of keeping the excess liquidity and make sure that we can move it on.
Again, I mean, I'm sorry you already said that in Italian, but it would be nice to know in English as well about the timing of this merger. If you can confirm, it will be according to, the second part of 2012, or it might be more 2013.
It's highly unlikely that it's a 2012 event, so it will be a later year. Okay. Give us some time.
Okay. Another question, sorry, is about possible spin-off for luxury cars unit, Ferrari, Maserati at some point.
I want the assets inside the group.
Okay.
Let them be for now. The beautiful cars, you saw them, and we have no problem selling them. So.
The new company after the merger, consider the importance of the U.S. market. It's actually having right now in terms of liquidity, in terms of car sales. Would be a possibility to list
let me give you an example. Before we got involved in Chrysler, if you had asked that question after the demerger, I would have had to move to Brasilia. Or to Rio or to Sao Paulo, because the most important part of the business at that time was Brazil. It just happens that it's the U.S. now. You got to be very careful that you don't fall in love with cycles.
Yeah, but I'm talking about listing the company. Where do you think the U.S. could be?
By the way, you could have listed very, very well on the Brazilian stock exchange. As you well know, we've just seen the first evidence of a flotation from the financial institutions in Brazil. It's an incredibly efficient environment. You could have done it there as you could have done it in the U.S. So you got to be careful. I think the only thing I want to make sure is that we keep all our options open.